Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit and like the subscribe button. Like the subscribe button. Here we have another crazy story. Another crazy story. They said it's hard to be homeless nowadays. It's really hard. They said Miami Beach passes ordinance to arrest homeless people who sleeps outside and who decline to go in the shelter. Imagine that. Imagine that. Basically, what I get from this, without reading the whole story, it's illegal to be homeless nowadays. Imagine that. It's a crime to be homeless. Imagine if you just don't want to work. You just want to relax outside all day. Unbelievable. That might become a new arrestable offense. Actually, it is a new arrestable offense in Miami Beach right now. Unfortunately. The city of Miami Beach City Commission passed a new ordinance Wednesday that would amend the city's ban on camping and allowing police to arrest homeless people who sleep outside and refuse shelter. Unbelievable. So basically, if the police officer sees you outside, he could basically arrest you if you don't want to go into a shelter. Unbelievable. So I'm assuming that the police officer is going to have a lot more work to do. Here we go. The vote was passed 4-3 to revise the camping ban. Unbelievable. So 4 people agreed to revise the camping ban. Miami Beach already had a ban on outside sleeping, but the ordinance requires authorities to give people a warning before giving them the opportunity to relocate. I realize in a lot of these major cities, for some reason, the homeless population is very high up. I'm assuming that's a good thing. I guess most people probably wouldn't want to be homeless. They probably want to be, in some type of a shelter. But imagine if you didn't. Imagine if you just want to be outside. Now you no longer have that luxury in Miami Beach. The newly passed ordinance eliminates the warning provision. Miami Beach Commissioner heard from the board member for the Women and Children Shelter who share their sympathy for homeless people who have criminal records. Here we go. I never thought about that. So what does that mean exactly? With a criminal record, it makes it very hard for them to get a job, for rent, an apartment. So basically, the homeless problem is very big, because what it could just be as simple as a grown adult is not able to get a job. Maybe they have no family or friends around. They're not able to get a job. So in return, they have to sleep outside. And if they don't want to sleep outside, they have to be arrested, go back to jail. I'm assuming that most of them will probably just want to go into a shelter. But is that a good thing? Thinking about it, it could be a good thing. Because you're really supposed to be inside somewhere, to be honest. And if you think about it, in reality, if you have the luxury of sleeping outside or sleeping in a shelter, if I were homeless, I'd rather the shelter. Even though I'd rather do whatever I want to do, but I'd rather the shelter than be outside if I were to choose. Had to choose. The reason why in the shelter, I'm assuming maybe I could at least, you know, have like a room at least. Here we go. F Service TV, F Service TV. Tell a friend and tell a friend. So what do you guys think? You guys think it's a good idea or it's a bad idea for them to make it illegal in the sense to sleep outside in the streets of Miami Beach? Local leaders also heard from the vice president of the community engagement who said new law will criminalize homeless people. An item that would criminalize sleeping outside, which they are referring to in the audience as camping. We feel like criminalizing homelessness. We know there are no shelters in Miami Beach and limited shelter capacity in Miami-Dade overall. Okay, so basically they don't have a lot of room, so they still, so they don't have a lot of room in the shelters, so I guess they're gonna have to build other shelters, I'm assuming. Here we go, or put them in hotels. Here we go. The city of Miami Beach had 52 unsheltered homeless people on the streets in this August. Okay, so what do they go around counting all of them? How does that work? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. While the county had 720 both shelters and unsheltered homeless people. Here we go. On Wednesday, Miami Beach Mayor Gilbert said he was in favor of the new ordinance. Here's what he said. We have individuals on the streets exposed to illness, crime, and rape, says Fernandez. We need to make sure our streets are free of urine. Have to admit, that's a good one. He need to make sure his streets are free of urine. That does make a lot of sense. That's what goes back to the point. I believe this is a good audience that they pass. Get those people, inside somewhere so the streets won't be smelling like urine anymore. Unbelievable. Here we go. If you refuse to accept shelter, you are living in our parks and you refuse to leave, we will make an arrest. As simple as that. These are our parks, that's what he's saying. And other individuals need to be able to go to the park and enjoy the park without you sleeping there. Here we go. This is for the people. We see having SEX outside. The man we see doing other stuff outside and refusing the services, she said. This is a compassionate way of removing and reclaiming the public safety. They are no longer safe. This is a compassionate way of removing and reclaiming the public safe that are no longer safe. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, I believe that's a good idea. All that urine on the streets. You know, give them shelter, put them in a hotel, or build up a homeless village. Here we go, here we go. So that's what's going on right there in Miami Beach. That's what's going on in Miami Beach. They said we are a city of law and we are trying to help people. Miami Beach Commissioner. Arresting people for being homeless is not the solution. Being homeless is not a crime. If a crime is committed, we already have laws in the books to address those crimes. Police already have the tools for criminal behaviors. So I don't think it's necessary at this time. Says Commissioner. The Miami Beach camping audience is modeled on one of Orlando, which years ago in the 11th Circuit of Appeal upheld. Here we go, here we go. Sorry for my bad reading, guys. I don't have my glasses. And I unfortunately have to read with my glasses. I know a lot of people don't have to read with their glasses, but I have to read my glasses. Here we go, here we go. But I tried my best. But here we go. So that's what's going on, guys. In Florida right now, Miami Beach, not Florida, Miami Beach. You can't be homeless and kick back and relax in the sun anymore. You know, those days are over with. Here we go, here we go. I believe that's a good thing. No one deserves to be homeless. Here we go, here we go. What do I know? Tell a friend and tell a friend. Service TV.